Hi, this is Nancy Glazier with the Northwest New York team. March is usually a great time to add some legumes to your pastures, hayfields, or winter small grains with frost seeding. It's a way to improve grass stands without losing a production year, and it's an excellent way to add legumes back if you've used a broadleaf herbicide last growing season. The added legumes will boost production and fill in thin patches or bare spots. They'll provide needed nitrogen to the established grasses and provide additional protein for the livestock. Little or no tillage is needed, which reduces the potential for soil erosion. Hopefully, you did your homework last fall by checking the forage types and ground cover. If not, take a walk after the snow melts to see if you need some light dragging or disking to open up the vegetation a bit. For successful frost seeding, that seed-to-soil contact is critical. What works with this technique is the freeze-thaw process in late winter and early spring. This action tends to work better on heavier soils as they are more likely to crack or form the honeycombs. As the daytime temperatures get above freezing and nights below freezing, this action works the seed down into the soil in preparation for germination. Spreading seed on frozen ground reduces the potential to rut up the pasture or field. This can be done best early in the morning or possibly late in the day. Legumes work best for frost seeding due to the shape of their seeds and will germinate under cool conditions. Success will vary from farm to farm, but clovers will establish better, especially red clovers. They are more tolerant of low pH and soil fertility. Their downside is they are shorter lived, usually surviving only a couple of years. A way to overcome that would be to routinely frost seed half your pastures every year, alternating fields. That can be an inexpensive improvement. Suggested rates are listed here. The price of seed is relatively low, so don't skimp. Make sure you use inoculated seed or purchase the correct inoculum for the species of legume. Equipment for frost seeding can be as small or as big as needed. The size of the pasture or field will dictate what is needed unless you have the time and the desire to walk a large field with a small cyclone spreader. A broadcaster can be mounted on the back of an ATV or small tractor. If a soil test report shows phosphorus or potassium is needed, wait until late summer. Fertilization will help seedlings get established and ready for winter. Sometimes overgrazing or continuously grazing will leave bare or thin spots or kill the existing legumes. Frost seedings can be done to improve the stand, but this will only be a short-term fix. Rotational grazing is the best way to improve a stand for the long term. Frost seeding will return legumes to the pastures. By dividing the pastures into at least 4 paddocks, this will provide forages time to rest and regrow through the growing season. Grazing needs to be carefully managed early season to prevent damage to the tender seedlings, yet allow light to reach them. Who can predict what this spring will be like? Dry conditions later in the spring will discourage seed germination and seedling growth. Unfortunately, there's no way to control this. With the seed in place, there's a chance that it will germinate and grow when sufficient moisture is there. So thanks, and hope to see you soon out in a pasture.